Hello students, I hope you all are fine at your home. Today I am back with a summary of all the chapters of first term syllabus. In the first chapter, I had taught you a poem, Daffodils, which was written by William Wordsworth. Let's have a look what the poet is describing in his poem. I had taught you in my previous video, but I am going to summarize it. The poet was wandering beside a lake like cloud which floats over the valleys and hills. Suddenly, he encountered a large number of daffodils in front of him. The flowers were dancing and fluttering, which was amazing. The poet could not help out but be happy in such a joyful, jocund company of the flowers. Whenever he feels vacant or pensive, the memory flashes upon that inward eye and his heart fills with pleasure and happiness with the memory of daffodils. In the poem, the poet is describing how he felt when he found a large number of daffodils in front of his eye. Now, students, let's have a look on the next story of the same chapter 1, Whistles and Saving Bristles. That was written by Frank B. Gilbreth and Ernestine Gilbreth Carey. In this story, the narrator is telling about his childhood experiences with his 14 family members. He was explaining about his father, about his family members, about his brothers and sisters, and how he used to live with them in his childhood. Especially the author or the narrator is explaining about his father. According to the story, the narrator says that his father is a tall, confident and a good man. He was efficiency expert. He loved his family and his child. He loved his child more than anything in this world, as all the father do. In this story, the narrator explains that in childhood, the narrator used to be close with his sisters and brothers, and his father used to make charts so that the children follow to do their task because they were large in number. And the author father, that is the narrator's father, was very good at time management. He used to shave his beard with 2 razors just to save few seconds of time. In his family, his father was unable to hear the complaint of his family or his child from anyone else. It was unbearable for him. His father had made a tendency to whistle on various occasions just to enjoy with the family members or to make announcements. I had explained earlier how he used to whistle and when he used to whistle. Whistle means emergency call. Just it was a signal so that all the children gather at the same place outside the house in the yard. With this whistle ceremony, his children was saved once. Once his house caught fire and the poet father, that is the author's father, whistled, and the children all came out of the house in just few seconds of time, and they all were saved from that danger. His father was an amazing person, and he sometimes make amazing faces. Sometimes he was sad, sometimes he was happy, sometimes he was in angry mood, and sometimes he was a very lovable father. And that was only acting. He used to enjoy with his children and spend quality time with them. And all the children love their father very much. And this is the summary of this whistles and shaving bristles. Now I am explaining chapter 2, Oliver Twist. Oliver Twist is a novel written by Charles Dickens. In this novel, this is the story about an orphan boy, Oliver. How he suffers in his early childhood, how he goes to orphanage and where he wants more food but he is not properly fed up. I had taught you in the previous videos that he had to suffer very much in his early childhood period. He was not properly fed up in his orphanage, and he used to walk whole day, but the board of members didn't give him food properly, and he was suffering from starvation, and he was decided to sell by the board of members when he asked for the more amount of food. And this is the story, this is the novel about the Oliver who suffered in his childhood period, and I had described it in detail in my video. And now under the same lesson I am going to explain If I Were Lord of Tartary, and this poem is written by Walter de la Mare. This poem is an imaginary picture of an unrealistic kingdom, Tartary. In this poem, the poet is explaining about his imaginary thinking. According to the poem, there is no limit of imagination. There is no limit of human imagination. In this poem, the poet wishes to be a lord of Tartary. That is imaginary Tartary according to him. He wants to be a lord of the land Tartary. And in Tartary, there should be all the luxuries and comforts that a king should have. And he wanted to fulfill his unfulfilled desires, which he cannot fulfill in his daily or actual life. In this poem, he is just imagining that he is fulfilling his unfulfilled desires, and the whole poem is about this thing. And in the next lesson, that is lesson 3, Kabuliwala, it is written by Rabindranath Tagore. In this story, the author has beautifully explained the friendship between the Kabuliwala and the narrator's daughter Minnie. In this story, I had explained you that in the video that how their friendship started, how Kabuliwala and Mini met with each other, and they started friendship with each other, and how Kabuliwala had to go to jail and for several years, and when he returns back from the jail, Mini could not memorize her past friendship, and she was unable to recognize Kabuliwala. The whole story revolves around that, and at last Kabuliwala returns back to his homeland Kabul to meet his own daughter, and this story beautifully ties the bond of friendship between the Kabuliwala and Mini. I had explained this line by line in my videos. If you want more explanation, you can watch that videos. And under lesson 4, there is Little Woman. It is written by Louise May Alcott. This story is about 4 daughters and their mother. How they started their work, how they bought their Christmas present for their mother and for themselves also, how they started to manage their problems by themselves without the help of their mother, how the 4 sisters grown up to little women from their childhoodness. See, firstly they were child, and how they grown up to little women, and how they made their parents proud on themselves. They bought presents for their mother, and when their mother told to donate their breakfast on the Christmas Eve, they happily did that. This story is all about the parental love, family love, sisterly love, or marital love. In this story, family is the main thing. Above all, I just want to say that family is everything, and we should respect and love our family members. Now, this is the end of summary of all the chapters of first term syllabus, and I hope you students are revising at your home, and if there is any problem you can watch previous videos. That's all for today. Take care. Bye bye.